So what's going on, guys? I am here at the Reese booth showing you the new Reese Goosebox. So you guys are probably familiar with the 4 or 5 videos I did on the previous generation of this Goosebox. Well, I talked about a few things that I would have liked to see improved on that one, and Reese has hit it out of the ballpark again. They have made all of those upgrades. Every single one I talked about, they've made on this new product. I am here with Tom. He is with Reese Manufacturing. How are you doing, my friend?
Good. How you doing, JD?
I'm doing outstanding. So let me point out a couple, and you tell me if I'm hitting it on the head here.
Sure.
First of all, on this side, I said you needed some way to lock this, and they put a locking mechanism here, or at least holes so you can insert a high-quality padlock through that portion of it to lock it up.
Absolutely. So gives you the security when you're away camping or driving along the road, pull over the rest stop. You don't have to worry about anybody tampering with your coupler.
Absolutely. And it also lets you lock it in place when it's on the truck, which is really nice. It locks it around the ball.
Sure.
Secondly, I see that you guys have also improved the air valve down here. It looks to be a higher end air valve system.
Correct. The previous air valve was great. We had an automatic pressure release, but we decided to improve the location and how that air valve works. And like you said, we hit it out of the park for you.
Yep. I also like how you put this badging on the side, but more importantly, there's a hole here, and that hole actually serves a purpose. Do you want to explain what that hole's for?
Well, that's going to allow you to know when you're perfectly level, right? So that is going to tell you when you're at the optimum position, when you're airing up your goose box, and you look through there, that's a sight, and it'll indicate when you're properly aired.
Absolutely.
Which is going to give you the best ride.
And then also, this is the biggest improvement right here. So before, it was just flat here. You could not mount it at a higher location or drop this down lower, which in many cases meant that you'd have to get a ball that was taller to be able to clear the bed rails. Exactly. And you guys saw that. And this is the biggest improvement to this specific hitch.
Gives you a lot of vertical adjustment now. You know, trucks are coming in all different heights, and now we have plenty of height adjustment here to get your trailer running level and to keep that minimum of 6 inches of bed clearance that we're looking for from the bottom side of your fifth wheel trailer to the bed rails in your truck.
Absolutely. So, yeah. And I see that you've actually reinforced the inside of this by doubling up on the plates.
Correct.
So this is a very robust system. Welds look really good. The finish looks really good. I think you guys have nailed it on this one, my friend.
Well, thank you. We appreciate your feedback. Keep it coming. And just to comment on the extra reinforcement, this passes the highest testing standard, SAE, Society of Automotive Engineer, SAE J2638. So that's a pretty robust test. 900,000 cycles of test.
Well, that is awesome.
This product, yeah.
So I know you can't give away future information on products, but you think we're going to see one of these in a 30,000 pound capacity at some point?
Stay tuned.
All right. So Tom walked me over to this fifth wheel hitch setup here, and he wanted to explain something that they've done that really innovates how this system is installed inside of a vehicle. Tom, you want to take a moment?
Sure. Thanks, JD. What we're looking at here is the Reese Outboard mounting rails and frame brackets, and they have to be sold together, right? So the frame brackets are also called outboard frame brackets, and this is an outboard rail. Now, standard rails that have been in the industry for years, dimensionally, are 43 inches wide. The new Reese outboard rails are 48 inches wide, 5 inches longer, and the reason for that is, again, working with the outboard frame brackets, which, by the way, are no drilling. All of them are no drill applications. They use existing holes on the truck frame. They have a flange that turns outward into the wheel well area, whereas the standard 43-inch rail, all of those flanges turn inward, which makes it very difficult for the installer to drop the bed bolts through, put the fasteners on, and tighten it with a torque wrench. With the outboard technology, we're actually working in the wheel well area of the truck, therefore making it very simple to put all the fasteners on and use a torque wrench and tighten the final torque spec. It's going to speed up installs. There's no drilling on the truck frame. The other thing about the outboard technology, it also passes the highest testing standard. It's the only rail in the industry that passes SAE J2638. That's at 900,000 cycles a test, and it's the only rated rail. So we actually stamp the ratings right at the pinouts. 25,000 pounds here, 20 here, and 16,000 pounds in the center pinouts. So, you know, now's the time. Trailers, trucks certainly can pull more. Trailers are getting heavier, so it's time to upgrade to the Reese outboard brackets and rail systems.
Yeah, that is very cool. And I just love the thickness of the material. Just the fact that when you buy a Reese product, it's kind of synonymous with quality. And you guys do a great job innovating, especially to offer some of this new tech for people who are going to be towing.
Sure. Yep, absolutely. That's what it's all about.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, JD.
Okay, so Tom wanted to show me one final new product that they have on the market that can definitely help folks who run into problems connecting trailers because their vehicle may not have already come pre-equipped with the right harness, the trailer brake controller, lighting, all of those different things. So Tom, what are you showing me here?
So this is the Takancha ZZI. ZZI stands for Zero Contact Interface. So just like you mentioned, JD, if the vehicle's not pre-wired, we can't do a plug and play. The ZZI comes with these sensor boxes that simply clip around the wire, so there's no cutting or splicing of the vehicle's wires, and it senses what pulse is going through there, the magnetic induction, and fires the lights back here on the floor flat. So very easy way to wire a vehicle that's not ready to accept a plug and play connector. And it's called the Takancha ZZI. Now, if you have to put a brake control on, we can also give you a touchless solution there by using our trailer-mounted Prodigy RF. Okay, the way this works is it gets power from the 12-volt charge line on the 7-way, and it knows to turn on from the left and the right stop lamp signals that it sees on the 7-way. So, to do that, we would simply take our ZZI, wire it for the tow vehicle lights, left, right turn signal, running lights and brake, plug that into this 4-way to 7-way adapter. Now we get our lighting functions on the 7-way, and then we would simply run power and ground, and that gives us the power to operate our Prodigy RF. And what you have there is a completely touchless solution for your tow vehicle to operate the brakes on your trailer as well as the lights.
Without cutting a single wire, and that's transferable to another vehicle.
Absolutely.
That is really cool, man. Guys, Reese has some really awesome products. I always love visiting their booth because they show you some things you just never knew. And, you know, I just appreciate the fact that they innovate in a way that can really make people's lives easier. And what is more important, it can make it quicker as well. The installation time, the process of not having to find and scope out wires to cut into and splice. This just makes your life a lot easier if you need to add trailer brakes, trailer lighting to your setup that you don't already have. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate it. Tom, thanks again.
You're quite welcome. Thanks, JD.
So I stopped by the Husky Liners booth here, who is also bedrug, and I wanted to take a look at this new bed liner that I saw because it stood out a little bit from the typical bedrug that I've seen. I'm here with Rick. Rick, can you kind of explain what we're looking at?
Yeah, your typical bedrug has your rugs on the side, your rug on the bottom. What we've done is we've made it a little smoother surface here for the customer that's actually using his truck to load things. Easier to clean. You're not going to get caught in the fibers of the carpet. So we found that if I threw a Christmas tree in my bedrug to take it to the dump, it took me 2 hours to get all the needles out. This one, I just blow it out, I'm done. The dirt comes right out of it. Lifetime warranty on it, like the typical bedrug. So it's almost indestructible.
Yep, and you know a lot of people that have never even heard of bedrug, because my first bedrug actually came on a truck that I bought years ago, and I was surprised how well it just held up.
Yes.
And you know, a lot of people think it's just carpet, which it's not.
It's not, it's plastic.
It's plastic, yeah. And
right.
People automatically think I have carpet in the bed of my truck. It's absolutely not that. I think most people, once they get into a bedrug, it's all they'll ever put in their vehicle.
It is. It's getting that initial buy of the person. Once he has it, they love it. You're not tearing up your knees when you're crawling in and out of your truck. It finishes it off.
Yep.
Most trucks out there have a tonneau cover on it. You open it up, it's a nice finished look that you have. It's easy to clean, lasts forever, won't mold, mildew.
Things don't slide around on the back.
Things don't slide around on it.
Yep.
It's something you never think that you need, but once you have it, you're going to get one every truck you buy.
And you know what's nice about it too is, let's say you go to sell your truck. If you have a typical spray and bed liner, typically after 4, 5, 6 years of ownership, that bed liner looks like crap. It
Right.
looks stained, it looks abused, even if you really haven't done much with it.
Right.
With a bed rug, what I've noticed, you remove this, even if it's been in the truck for years, the bed looks brand new underneath.
Yes, yes. And to do a spray and liner, they're going in, they're scuffing your full bed to put that liner in.
Yep.
So if you've gouged it, loading in and out, you're going to get a rust problem.
Yep.
If I have a new truck, I don't want somebody taking a sandpaper to my whole bed and then spraying something over it.
Absolutely. I've been a big fan of this product. You mind if I take a look at this?
Yeah.
So this is kind of cool. It's this foam plastic that they have, but then they cover it with this really, really nice, aggressive and thick padding material, rubberized material, and it just finishes off the bed really well. It gives you a softer surface if you need to move in and out of it. It's going to prevent things from sliding around. Backed by a lifetime warranty. I've been a huge fan of this product for a long time. Appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rick.
All right.
So we'll be at this show for another day. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very soon.